National Bubble Bath Day.
National Bubble Bath Day.
Bubble bath!
I want a hot bubble bath.
Join me in a nice hot bubble bath.
Ain't no bubble bath like a baby bubble bath.
Bubble bath.
Bubble bath was a little too bubbly for some.
Would he enjoy a bubble bath?
It's showtime!
Yes, indeed, it is showtime. Welcome here. It is 6:09, bright and early, halfway to the weekend here already. And thanks for hopping aboard the Wednesday morning party barge. And with that, of course, we will do some shots and shout-outs as we head toward the weekend. Just two more alarm clocks to get to. It is 19 degrees downtown, a little on the brisk side. And again, some advisories in effect for the next day or so, but more on that in a bit. Welcome here, and thanks for hopping aboard. And then also for those who are logging in to enjoy the show on the video on camera here at QSportsTalk.com. Always great to see everybody as they get their notifications, start to log in and say hi. So morning across the pond to Larry and to locally Marcia and others. And off and running we go. Live from the World Headquarters here in Armory Square at Galaxy Media Partners. And then, of course, live from the loft at the home office. Lisa, what is happening there in the greater Baldwinsville area?
Oh, windy weather, and but that's okay. It goes with the territory. Yeah. And just getting ready for the show. Got some science for you. Nice. Excited to talk to Lee about our portfolios later on. Lee Baldwin, our financial advisor, comes on. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk to assistant basketball coach Alan Griffin. Our first chat with Griff here in the college basketball season with a nice home win to chat about coming up later on this morning. And we'll get to some of those highlights here in 10 minutes or so. But aside from that, highlight of the day yesterday for Elisa was what now?
Let's see. Driving around in the snow. Nothing happened. It was winter wonderland. As long as I could stand it. And it
was just, like an all-day kind of pesky, no storm or anything like that. Locally, anyway. I know some areas are still getting more than others, but for the most part, it was just like, just go slow.
Yeah. It's still pretty, it's still pretty out there. But another sci-fi movie marathon, that's what we do in our house pretty much. So I've got a couple of crazy sci-fi movies to tell you about later on. Oh, one of them's not a sci-fi movie. I don't know if you remember this. Lucky Logan. Do you remember that movie? It's Daniel Craig. And the cast is it's a funny, bizarre West Virginia heist movie. And we watched some of that. We watched the whole movie last night. And
how would you rank it in terms of best all-time heist movies? Like you've got, Oceans. The Oceans movies are heist movies.
Yeah.
That's a heist movie. And some others. The Italian Job is a heist movie.
Yes.
So where would you put that in regards to other great Hollywood heist movies?
Well, it's a heist comedy movie. It's not a drama. And, I'll give it a 7, mostly because of pacing. It's a little slow in parts, but it's very, very clever. And there are a lot of clever little things about it. Daniel Craig is a bomb guy that they have to sort of break out of jail and then return to jail so nobody notices that he's gone. And the way that he sort of makes his explosive device, that's really interesting because he writes the chemical breakdown of it on the wall in chalk. And it's, he's a criminal knucklehead from West Virginia, but he knows about that.
He knows criminal stuff. Well, like we used to do with Wayne, he was the world's greatest hockey goalie / TV weatherman.
Yes.
His character may be the greatest all-time thief / chemist.
Yeah, explosive chemist. Yeah. So just little things like that were interesting. Oh, and NASCAR is a prominent feature in the movie.
Right.
So that's also very, they rob the racetrack at NASCAR, but in the end, everybody wins kind of. So it was funny. So it's Lucky Logan. It's an old movie, but it's got a great cast, and some of them you might not even recognize.
Nice. And how old is that? Just out of curiosity.
Oh God, it's got to be.
It's like pre-James
10
Bond for Daniel Craig.
No, he had already been a Bond. It's got to be 10 years old. So I'll look it up. But especially for Larry, I'll tell you about a sci-fi movie later on.
Cool. Last night out and about. It wasn't too bad last night. So with some friends and neighbors, went over to Hafner's for dinner. Enjoyed
Nice.
that. It was a nice little midweek kind of deal. Get out of town and get out of the house and enjoy a little something out.
No dishes, no cooking.
No dishes, no cooking, no nothing. So all in all, not bad here. Again, as we hit the midway part for the week, so we'll do some celebrating with that, with 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs coming up later on this morning. Also, we'll locate Central New York's smartest person alive with Question Impossible. That we'll do here in a little bit. And again, as mentioned, we'll check in with Alan Griffin and talk about the win last night for the Orange over Georgia Tech. Also coming up here in just a few weeks, it is the Wildcat Sports Pub CNY Brewfest coming up on Saturday, February 1st, happening at the Fairgrounds in the Horticulture Building. And let's face it, in a couple of weeks, when you get to February, you want to get out and do something. Like, I got to get out of the house. Here's the perfect opportunity to join us there and have some samples of over 150 kinds of brews. And this year's Brewfest presented by our friends at Sweetgrass. And here's the deal. There is a VIP party the night before. That's on January 31st with exclusive hard-to-find beers. And that is like an exclusive kind of deal. A limited number of tickets are sold for the VIP party. Nonetheless, go online, go to cnybrewfest.com, grab your tickets, tell your friends you're going. Just commit to it. We're going. I'm getting the tickets. And then we will see you at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, VIP party's really fun. You get, a little more elbow room, and it's a fun night out.
Coming up here in just a few moments, Lisa will have some of the local headlines making the news, including what now?
Oh, a new retail store coming to the town of Cicero. Some details about that coming up in your local news headlines.
And a couple of highlights from last night's win, and we'll hear from Coach Red, some of his post-game press conference Q&A that we'll get to in a few moments. We'll take a break here, and we will be right back. All righty then.
All right.
I'm going to go grab...
Okay.
Morning, everybody. Larry, I'll have to check that movie, Lavender Hill Mob. Yeah, I'll be right back there and just grabbing a couple of clips real quick. And
Okay.
we still got plenty of time here. It'll be like, around the bottom of the hour-ish.
Yep. Okay. Okay, kids. Good morning, kids. Good morning to you. Hi. Still getting this right. I'm changing it. I don't know yet. I put some stuff in there. I'm like, and I took it all out again. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm torn between whimsical and professional. I lean toward the whimsy, but I appreciate the professional. I can't decide. So, I don't want it to be boring, but I don't want it to be a mess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. It'll work out. It'll work itself out. Busy day for law enforcement yesterday. I must have seen, I couldn't even tell you, a bunch of cars off the road and some bad things. It's like, man, tough. You know, you feel that. You can, people in the ditch. Yeah, just people off. And I know that feeling. It's like, whoa, no. So, rough out there. All right, guys, what are you doing over here? What you doing over here? Oh, there you are. So many commercials on Twitch. So many commercials. Oh, there you are. Hi, Larry. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Rita. Marcia, you go whimsy? Larry, you going whimsy? I don't know. Whimsy, Rita? I see. Hi, guys. Hi, Missy. And Larry and Marcia and Rita. You guys are first. Melissa. Whimsy? Really? Really? You some nice, like built-in bookcasey looking thing with some trophies and, nice stuff up there. Like a CNN situation. I can move my other stuff from there into here. I know a little of both, but it's tricky. It's tricky. Yeah. I know. And then I have, the shelf behind me, the single black line. So I have more of those. And I was going to stack them, but then I'm like, not feeling it. And I like the white wall so I can like hang pictures, and I'm not going to paint a mural on it. I don't want to do that because then if we ever sell it, we're never going to sell it, but I'm never moving. I don't know. I think I'm just going bookcases and just putting 1 million books right there in that space where the outlet is. I have a bookcase that I think I want to put there. So I might put that back in. I try. All right. Anywho. Hey, did you guys hear this story? Fred.
All right, about 4 minutes here.
Marcia, that's cool. How was it? Hey, Steve. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, good morning. The harp. That's exciting. Steve Reaver.
All right, about 2.5 minutes here.
Okay.
Just lining up my stuff here.
Larry, you're funny. No, Marcia, he's a little busy, but they had already. January's not good for Bill, so we're gonna do it in February. One second.
Here we go. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105 at 6:30, right on the stinking button. That, of course, AC/DC. And it's sad, I suppose, from Sydney. I don't know if any of our Australian friends are watching this morning on QSportsTalk.com. Occasionally RJ and DJ Duds and some of the guys down under. But the childhood home of Angus and Malcolm Young was accidentally demolished by developers. They're making way for whatever they're building there, and it happened to be the childhood home of the Young brothers, the founding members of AC/DC. Man. Even though it had been listed on a list of historic homes, but over the years, a couple of purchases, lost in the paperwork, and then that's it, done.
I was going to ask, isn't it marked as a historic, some kind of marking, but...
Yeah, guys, they had the hard hats and bulldozers, and that's my orders today.
Yeah. It probably looks like any other house. They're like, yeah, sure, I'll knock it down. Oh, my God, when they found out they did, I wonder if they went, oh, no.
Oh, man. Dude, it was the one next door.
Not that
you are
one.
In trouble.
Oh,
anyway,
bummer.
Welcome here, and I just opened up the blinds here on the windows of Galaxy Media Partners World Headquarters. It faces north toward the Niagara Mohawk / National Grid building. No snow at the moment, and the guy with looks to me like one of the cool driving jobs around town. The guy that does the sidewalks with that little mini snowplow thing.
Yes,
I love watching that guy. Just went by, so the sidewalks clear here in front of the World Headquarters for colleagues who may be headed in a little bit later on this morning. But the perfect amount of snow to enjoy Wegmans Lights on the Lake for just a few more short days. Again, the last opportunity is coming up on the 13th, which is this coming Monday. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
If you haven't been yet, and it's an annual tradition, and you just got busy and the holidays and everything else that's happening around your life, you still have a few days, but you got to go on lightsonalake.com, pick the day, commit to it, grab the ticket, grab your family, grab your friends, and head out to Onondaga Lake Park 5 to 10 p.m. tonight, and then right through Monday night, the 13th, and that's it. That's the last night of Lights on the Lake.
Yeah, and what great weather for it, too. The snow makes everything glow even more. It just reflects all that light right back at you, and it's a lot of fun. No sales at the gate. Got to go to lightsonthelake.com. Yep.
All right, Lisa, what are some of the local headlines making the news here?
Well, first off, the New York State Department of Transportation is advising drivers that the ramp from Sunset Ave to Interstate 81 northbound in Syracuse will be temporarily closed. The state DOT said the closure will start around 9 a.m. It started yesterday, but it goes until January 10th. So just be advised if you are regularly using that ramp to, go here and there. That will be closed. According to an inspection by the Syracuse Fire and Codes Department, the Syracuse Academy of Science did not have carbon monoxide alarms in the cafeteria where a school employee was found dead and 5 others were hospitalized due to possible carbon monoxide poisoning. The Syracuse Fire Department said its investigators identified an improperly vented kitchen appliance as the source of the elevated carbon monoxide levels. When the body was discovered by another staff member Tuesday morning, carbon monoxide detectors worn by firefighters went off when they entered the building. An autopsy will be performed to find out exactly how the school janitor died. Carbon monoxide is also known as the silent killer. It's odorless, and there are several ways to protect yourself in your home, namely a carbon monoxide detector. They're really important. You can put them in your kitchen. You can put them in your basement. You can get the combo thing that's a fire alarm and a carbon monoxide detector. So, if you don't have one, or if you don't know you have one, just, you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot and call your fire department. They might have them there, and they might come out and put one in for you. So, those are just some options for you. The closed Rite Aid store will become an Ace Hardware, according to the town of Cicero. The building is located at the intersection of Route 31 and Thompson Road, not far from CNS High School. There's no word on when the Route 31 Thompson Road Ace store will open, but we'll be watching. I love an Ace Hardware.
Yeah,
they always have
that's
everything
pretty
you
cool.
need. There's a great one in Baldwinsville. There's a great one in Weedsport. There's a great
Brewerton,
one.
I think, has one.
There's one in Brewerton. There's one in like Manlius, Fayetteville, Manlius area. There's one up there. So, yeah, I love that store. And they're coming to Cicero. And that's a look at your local news headlines.
We'll start last night in the JMA Wireless Dome. It was Coach Red Autry and the SU men's basketball team taking on Georgia Tech. And great seeing J.J. Starling back in the lineup at home last night. He had a great game.
Right side three to erase it. It's there for J.J. Starling. Big shot for Starling off the catch and shoot on the right corner. Tied the game at 38.
Yeah, and J.J. Going for 21 points last night. Also, Eddie Lampkin with a nice game and physical down under late.
Out to Belfeet, set for three. It was blocked. Very active defensively. Came down short of the rim, and Lampkin laid it in. Lampkin finds a way. It's a 2-point game, 40-38.
And Eddie Lampkin with his fourth double-double in a strong showing. And Chris Bell finding the touch again with the 13 total points. Syracuse wins the game last night. 62-55 was your final score for the first conference win for Coach Red Autry and the team. After the game, Coach Red, first thing he did was thank the fans who were at the Dome last night.
You know, I want to thank the fans that came out tonight. It meant a lot to this team to have people in the building. It's been a lot of noise in a tough period of time, and I just want to thank the fans that came out tonight for our team.
Yeah, nice and loud, and I know it was a Tuesday night game and not the greatest weather, but to those who were there last night, good and loud and a nice atmosphere for the guys to play. And after that, obviously when Coach started to take questions about the return of J.J. Starling and what he means to that team.
JJ's big time, you know, one of the best guards in this league and one of the best guards in college basketball. If you followed us, you know, through the stretch without him and having him back now, I think you can see the difference and see how important he is. You know, for us, it's hard to play when you don't have one of the best guards, not on your team, but in the country. He's a guy that can make a lot of things happen. He made big shots tonight. Thought he defended. Thought he rebounded. He did a lot, you know. But for 2 games to be able to come back and play 36 minutes, take the shots at the end, that was big time.
Yep, big time. Again, a nice win. Congrats to Coach Red. Tomorrow night we'll be at Carrabba's Italian Grill at the Fayetteville Town Center for the nighttime Coach Red show. It starts at 7 o'clock till 8 with the voice of the Orange Man Park, and then we slide on over to the exclusive Q&A starting at 8 o'clock on QSportsTalk.com. Next hour, Alan Griffin will join us. Coach Griffin, his first chat with us during this college basketball season. Next up for the Orange, by the way, on the road Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock against Boston College. Our game day coverage will start at 1:30 here on your flagship station for SU basketball, TK99 and TK105. Other college action from last night. It was Tennessee going into the game number 1 in the country and undefeated, playing at Florida. Florida blew them out. It was 73-43 for the Florida Gators. Elsewhere, Georgia upset number 6 Kentucky, 82-69, and Duke. No surprise that they won. They're playing very strong this year. They beat Pitt 76-47 in that game. Their stud, their freshman, who will be in the NBA before long, Cooper Flagg, with a nice move and a great dunk.
They got it right the first time. And picked off. Flag on the attack. Look at the slam! And a foul! Oh, my! Yikes.
Yeah, pretty impressive there as Duke goes on to win that game, 76-47. Elsewhere, let me see, from text at 605-8874. Quickly about last night's win for the Orange. Question about the Georgia Tech head coach. Yes, that's Damon Stoudemire, the former NBA great and former NBA Rookie of the Year, is the head coach of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It was pretty cool to see him in the Dome.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for that. No, a side note to that, on the ACC network that was televising the game, Michael Carter Williams doing some coverage now and some basketball, the former SU guard, an NBA player. It looks as though he's turned Amish. He's got one of those big Amish beards there. It's like, that's Michael Carter Williams? He does a good job.
Well, it's funny. You tell me is the big beard thing. He, when he was a kid, it never would occurred to me that he would have that much facial hair.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't a furry kid.
No, that's just he's done now. And had a good run, and now
he was skinny. You know what I remember? He was really lean.
Yeah,
he was a lean kid.
But now on television, doing some broadcasting, and he does a pretty good job of that.
Nice.
And that is a quick check of what's happening here around the world of sports. It is 6:40 here already. We will take a break, and we will be right back.
Gomez and Company on TK 99 and TK 105, Syracuse's classic rock.
Hi, I'm Dan Shirk, General Manager for the Night Automotive.
There's the right in there for you, Velcro.
All you Orange fans, I'm here
He's
with
not far for you, but
Jr.,
every once in a
running
while.
back for the Syracuse Orange. It's been a great time watching you break through to become a superstar with the Orange, LeQuint. 14 touchdowns this year. That is incredible.
Thank you, Dan. The Orange will forever be my home. And I just want to say thank you to Central New York and to the Nye Automotive Group for all you have done for me and my team this year.
Did you have to run
without
the
your help,
board
it'll
for the
be
game
much
last night?
harder to get to practice. I can assure you that.
Many SU athletes are in Nye vehicles. It's a partnership that goes back for quite some time and will continue for many years to come. When these vehicles are returned, they're brand new vehicles, gently used with maybe 3,000 miles or so on them. And they always go for deep discounts. So I want Central New York to know that when you want huge savings, just ask for a player's ride. We may just have the perfect one for you.
That sounds like a deal Orange fans have been waiting for. And thank you to Central New York for giving me a home these past few years. Orange fans are one of a kind. So come see why it's gotta be Nye at NyeAuto.com. And don't forget to ask for the Orange deal.
America's favorite tea made hard iced tea?
Obviously.
And it's brewed with real Lipton tea?
Obviously.
Try a refreshing Lipton hard iced tea. Whether you need to cool off at a pool party or beat the heat at the next barbecue, visit LiptonHardIcedTea.com to pick up a variety pack of our 4 flavors: lemon, peach, strawberry, and half and half.
Introducing Lipton Hard Iced Tea with 5% alcohol. Your cup of hard tea.
21 plus contains alcohol. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024. The Sunrise Brewing Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages. Does not contain distilled spirits.
Just like football, Staff Leasing handles special teams play, HR, payroll, benefits, and 401k plans, so you can focus on calling the right place for your business. Not an employment agency, Staff Leasing is a professional HR organization that can tackle all of your HR needs, so you and your employees can stay in the game. Visit staffleasinghr.com to learn more.
This is KNN, the Kia News Network.
Listen to this. Kia of East Syracuse is now offering 0% financing on service. That's right. Kia of East Syracuse is now offering simplified payment plans for all your service needs. Get 0% financing for up to 6 months, depending on the amount of your bill. Oil changes, tire rotations, brakes, and major repairs have simplified payment plans available. Don't hold back from getting needed repairs, or worse yet, putting the cost of maintenance work on a high-interest credit card. Instead, pay no interest for up to 6 months. Kia of East Syracuse takes an honest approach to service and even has a no-charge policy. That's right. If your vehicle is not needing repairs, they'll let you know. Get work done now and pay later with 0% financing for up to 6 months. Kia of East Syracuse will help you with all your service needs. Their certified technicians work on all makes and models. Kia of East Syracuse, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty.
This has been a special report from KNN, brought to you by Kia of East Syracuse.
With approved credit, applying will not affect your credit rating. See dealer for details.
My doctor just told me I have stage 4 prostate cancer.
Why wasn't it caught earlier?
Morning. Go Vegas.
Now what will happen to me and my family?
The only thing worse than learning you have cancer is learning you should have been
9.
diagnosed sooner. Should your doctor have tested you earlier, will you deny a potential cure because your doctor failed to act? If so, you're not alone. The Porter Law.
There you go.
We are in the L's. Coming when we pick back up at 9.
Okay.
One of the L songs in the 9 o'clock hour, Aerosmith's Lord of the Thighs. Lord of the Thighs.
I have never heard that song before. Have I heard this song and never known the title?
Maybe.
What?
There's a couple like that I hear. And I go, who is that? Or who's that? Like, oh,
what is that?
I mean, other L songs that you know around that one. So you got that's coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Lorelei from Styx. Love bites, and there's a bunch of love.
Love
bites, love gun, love hurts, love her madly.
Mm-hmm. You can ditch that one. The Doors.
Love is a long road. Love is a battlefield. Love in an elevator. Love is the drug. Rock the music. Right, Chuck?
Let me see.
Hours. For use only by adults 21 years of age and older. Keep out of reach of children and pets. In case of additional ingestion or overconsumption, contact the Poison Center hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or call 911. Please consume responsibly.
Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105. Syracuse's classic rock.
It is 6:46, again, halfway to the weekend, and thanks for hopping aboard the Wednesday morning party barge, and of course we'll be celebrating that at 7 o'clock with 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs. Also next hour, our first chat with assistant coach Alan Griffin. Griff's scheduled to join us at 7:40-ish, and then every Wednesday throughout the rest of the college basketball season. And then, again, tomorrow night we'll be at the Carrabba's. Coach Red will be out there, so come on out and enjoy the show, grab something to eat, and then we have the exclusive portion of the show on QSportsTalk.com. Again, that is happening tomorrow night. And go Orange. Here again, a nice win if you're just getting up and you didn't catch the action from last night for Coach Red and the team. A couple of other leftover sports nuggets here among them as we head into the NFL playoffs. Some NFL teams have some special food items available for this weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs offering up touchdown toast. It's a massive brick of French toast with the berry sauce and vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
It doesn't say in this how much the touchdown toast costs, but it's an NFL stadium, so you might have to go take out a quick loan. Before you go.
Yeah. Touchdown toast. It's $50. Share it with your friends.
It might be. Lincoln Field at the Eagles game, you'll be able to order Pretzel John, like a colloquialism from that part of the country, John. It's kind of like a catchphrase for like anything.
Okay.
But it's a giant pretzel in the shape of a Eagles logo. And it comes with not one, not two, but three different kinds of sauces, including a green mustard.
Okay. Green mustard.
And then the Houston Texans are offering up a bigger in Texas tamale at NRG Stadium. Meat, chili sauce, and salsa.
All right. That's all you need.
Yeah, I can wrap my head around that.
That's all you need. Just to, need a napkin for sure. No fork. You have to eat it with your hands. But you do get a napkin. It's included.
As far as college football goes, from text here at 605-8874, there's just a general question about the schedule. I think it's tomorrow night is the Orange Bowl, and that's Penn State and Notre Dame. And then the other game, Friday night, Texas and Ohio State, is the Cotton Bowl. So by the end of the weekend, we will know the national championship game in college football. I've not paid close attention to the odds Velcro. I don't know that you gamble. I know a lot of the guys here on staff really do get involved in the various sports betting apps, etc. I'm not one of them, but just looking at it, I'm thinking it's going to be Ohio State and Notre Dame, but I haven't been paying that close attention to the odds.
I do know the odds. Last I saw for Penn State Notre Dame, was Penn State or Notre Dame was favorited 1.5.
Yeah, close. It's going to be a low scoring game, I bet. I don't know what the over under that you could bet on, but I bet it's not a big number. I'd go the under.
If my ESPN app would work, I could tell you Ohio State, Texas. I think personally, according to the matchup predictor, Texas is favorited. I would take Ohio State.
Yeah, I think they've got something to prove, and that guy is saving his job because he lost to Michigan.
100%. Did you see the video before they went out for the last game?
No.
Oh, he exploded his head yelling to get his team hyped up. His head blew up.
If you're the head coach of Ohio State, and unless you win the national championship game, if you lose to Michigan more than once, That's your job, really, at that point.
I still don't think winning the national championship beats losing to Michigan today. I still think we won, but the season's a dead season. We lost to Michigan.
Dang.
Just cancels it right out. And you can't enjoy the victory.
I do, because Michigan fans, last year, Michigan beat them and won the national championship.
Yeah, and Michigan beat Alabama this year handily in their bowl game.
Yep.
But nonetheless, so that's the schedule in a nutshell here to answer the question directly. By the end of the weekend, we will know the national championship game. Regardless of what happens, the national champion will be a team that did not win their conference. Which, whatever. Asterisk there. Notre Dame doesn't play in a conference, but still. Anyway, coming up next hour, again, we will chat with assistant basketball coach Alan Griffin. Straight ahead, though, we'll break out the booze and do some celebrating with some 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs.
All right, perfect timing by the ESPN app. It loads as we go to break. Notre Dame is favored at 1.5. The total is 44.5 points. Take the under.
I'd go the under on that.
Massive under on that. Ohio State is favored at 5.5. And the over-under is 53.5. I would take the over on that, though.
Game.
Texas defense is pretty good. But I don't know. This Ohio State team is playing for a purpose.
All right, this will go right up to the top there. So we got
okay.
Plenty of time here. Let me grab. Orange truck, drive safe out there. So long.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah.
I may have said this, but I remember my favorite stat is every team that's won in the playoff has won $14 million for each game they've won.
Nice.
They've won that for their conference, though.
Yes.
Notre Dame.
They get to keep it all.
Get to keep all of it. And teams are gonna see that and think, how do I go independent?
Why? What the?
It only works for Notre Dame though because of the TV deal. But you tell me like Ohio State can get a TV deal?
Georgia,
yeah.
Alabama.
I don't know.
Maybe not this year, maybe. But... All right, I'll be right back there.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, that's a great excuse to be late for anything, though. You're taking your kid to school. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's see over here. Taco dollar. That's funny, Bill. Let's see. Hi, Gert. Hi, Paul. Okay. Okay, get rid of this. Close that. Let me go over here. Sorry, I'm looking for something. How about those wildfires in California, you guys? Geez, have you seen the videos? Oh, come on. This new, I know I say it, I think I say it every day. This damn Microsoft Copilot, whatever the hell it is, like, stop helping me. Go away. Right. Hey.
All right.
Hold on. Okay. Do. Remove this. Go away. Okay. I know, Larry. It's like, I'm gonna find some of the images. It is brutal, and it's all the Malibu and Santa Monica and. Oh, my goodness. Come on.
30 seconds.
Okay.
WTKW FM and HD. Bridgeport, Syracuse. WTKV, Minetto, Oswego. You're listening to Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's classic rock.
It is 7:01, and welcome. Thanks again. We are halfway to the weekend, and we will celebrate that, of course, with 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs coming up here in a few short moments. Also celebrating a win for the basketball team last night against Georgia Tech. Assistant coach Alan Griffin later on this hour will join us. It'll be our first official chat with Griff this college basketball season. Aside from that, let me see your downtown right now. A little bit of light snow, but nothing to worry about. It is currently 19 degrees. And again, some snow advisories in effect for the next couple of days. We could get I don't know, between now and tomorrow night, like 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, depending on where you are. If you're in one of those snow bands, but not all at once, fortunately.
Yes.
And it doesn't look as though we will have temperatures above the freezing mark for at least another week. But it's January.
Yeah. But it's January. You know what's nice about here? I'm going positive side, right? Here's the silver lining.
Yes.
When it's really, really, really cold like this, that everything is crunchy and hard, that hard freeze. You know, you get that good crunch when you walk on the snow. And it's not a sloppy, muddy mess.
No.
So you have a white, snowy winter instead of a muddy, mucky, brown.
It's winter. Hello, it's winter.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
It's great.
Worries. And, you know, this comes up all the time, too. Anyway, yes, it's winter. Yes, it's snowing. And sometimes it's a pain. But I will take that over what is happening in Southern California at that moment with the Malibu basically on fire. And I want to say one of the areas impacted, Palisades, in the high school there is one of the buildings that burned down. But I believe we had a former intern who went to that high school. If I'm not mistaken, Gavin.
Gavin
I don't
is from California.
His, on-air intern name. Good kid.
Yeah.
He was on his high school surf team.
Yes.
That's a California thing.
Tall, blonde surfer boy. Look, I mean, he looked like if you saw him, you went, that kid's from California.
Yeah.
You know where he's in Atlanta now. He works for like the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That's his gig. And I want to say he lived in the same cul-de-sac as Tom Hanks, just to kind of give you a little. His dad was a very successful architect in California. But nonetheless, that's where he is from, and I think he went to that high school out there.
Well, that's exactly where it is. You're 100% right. Stars being evacuated. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Yeah,
their house. I mean, that's his house. That's his house. It's where Gavin lived. Reese Witherspoon, Adam Sandler, Michael Keaton, Brad Cooper, Eugene Levy. Did I say Jennifer Aniston? Like those are just some of the stars that, I mean, boo-hoo, millionaires. They'll go to their other house in Aspen, but it's still their home. I mean, it's where they live, and there are other people there.
Yeah, there are other non-celebrities who are also losing their homes. And I saw a video this morning of the Pacific Coast Highway, part of the Sunset Strip, that was trying to be evacuated, and people just abandoned their cars in the road, and they got to get fire equipment by. They literally had to take a bulldozer and just bulldoze cars off the road to get fire equipment by. So, and again, small potatoes in a whole bigger picture, but all those cars are now, they got bulldozed. They had to get them out of the way.
Yeah,
so I will take a cold January day over that.
1,000%. Yeah,
no
1,000%.
Text line here to join us is at 605-8874 if you'd like to text into the show. Let me see your other notes. Programming notes. Technically, it is the first available Wednesday of the month. Normally, we would have D.A. Bill Fitzpatrick, and he told us before the holidays that this would be bad day. So the first time that we'll actually chat with Fitzy will be next month, the first available Wednesday of February, to answer a couple of questions from the stream chat and from text. And then also tomorrow, being a Thursday, we'll check in, as we do every Thursday, with Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange and What's It Worth. That happens tomorrow and every Thursday at 8:30. If you have some sports memorabilia that you'd like Brandon to talk about and tell you how much it's worth, well, by all means, you can do that tomorrow. And then the best way to do it, if you can, take a picture of the item and text it here, and that way I can show it to Brandon. And our text line is always same number. It is at 605-8874. That being said, we will get to Question Impossible here in a moment, but we have some celebrating to get to. And again, thanks again to our
yes
here at Lipton Hard Iced Tea. There it is. I'm showing that on the camera here at QSportsTalk.com. I gave one. I gave one to Wally yesterday.
Yeah,
and he was thrilled.
Yeah,
and he promised that he would not have it before practice.
No,
it'll be like an after practice treat. But
yes.
It's good stuff. Thanks again to Lipton and our friends at Labatt for helping us out with 7 o'clock shots. Where would you like to begin here, Lisa?
First, of course, I think we have to do some shots and shout outs to the plow people out there right now, all helping you get to work safely. And, it's really important. I know it sounds monotonous, but, without all of those people, we're all snowbound, and you ain't going nowhere without them. Also, personal shot and shout out to friend Corinne, who is a little bit west of here, and happy birthday, Corinne. Happy birthday to our mutual friend, Sandy Baker, who does a lot of work with Francis House.
Yes, she does.
So,
a fellow board member at the OCC Foundation with me.
Very good. So, Sandy, happy birthday, Sandy. Hello. And those are all my shots and shout outs this morning.
Other birthday wishes here from the showbiz world. Robbie Krieger from The Doors, who wrote many things, among them this classic from The Doors, Robbie Krieger. And over the years, we were fortunate enough to have him on the Celebrity Hotline. And then, because he was the guitar player, the keyboard player, whose name escapes me, who was fascinating to talk to. It was like talking to a college professor, joined us on the phone as well. So we had 2 members of The Doors over the years join us on the Celebrity Hotline. But happy birthday to Robbie Krieger. Also, and I didn't know you're still alive, but the host from the Newlywed Game from back in the day, Bob Eubanks.
Really?
Enjoying a birthday today.
Probably evacuating as we speak.
He probably is.
Yeah.
A couple of would-have-beens here. Would have been the birthday of Stephen Hawking, David Bowie, whose real name was David Jones, by the way. A little trivia there from Wikipedia, but he changed it to Bowie because Davy Jones from the Monkees was already a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to.
It worked out well for him.
Yeah.
Also, would have been the birthday of one Elvis Aaron Presley. January 8th from the comeback. Get it, Elvis.
Yeah. Nice.
He would have been, let's see, 1935, is that when he was born?
Yeah, be 90.
Well, depending on who you talk
something.
To, he is 90-something. And that would have been.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah,
he was just hiding out all these years.
Look, I had it. I'm just taking a break, man. But
yeah, had enough.
The King of Rock and Roll would have had a birthday today. Also, just a couple of days of note here to raise a toast to, because this had never happened before or since, if I'm not mistaken. Going back in history, 1835, the U.S. national debt was completely paid off. We had zero debt in 1835. Courtesy of President Andrew Jackson at the time.
1835.
Yeah.
Before the Civil War.
Yeah. Before all of that.
Before all of it.
But now we're like, 35 trillion on the wrong side of it? But
well, there was only like there were 13 states. There were only 13 states, right? Maybe 14 at that point, but yeah.
Also on estate music, because it was would have been Elvis's birthday. It was on this day, 1946, that Elvis got his first guitar as a birthday gift.
Aww.
That's when it all started for the King of Rock and Roll.
Very sweet.
This is kind of cool from sports. It was a 1962. Jack Nicklaus played in his first pro golf tournament. It was the L.A. Open. He came in his first tournament, and again, now we're talking 63 years ago. He came in 50th place and won $33.33.
Hey, man, that's around. That's a round of beers that year.
1962, that's like, a month's worth of gasoline or whatever it was. Also, from more of the history books, just a note to remember 1992, this when President George Bush threw up into the lap of the Japanese Prime Minister at a dinner.
Oh, God, yeah. I felt really bad for him. I remember when that happened and went, that's just about the worst thing. I mean, I can't think of it. The only thing that would have been worse is if it were Queen Elizabeth. That would have been worse.
That would have been like Naked Gun. And didn't that happen in Naked Gun, one of the Naked Gun movies?
I think so, yeah. Pretty bad.
Also, on this day, showbiz related, 2006 director Lee Tamahori, who directed, among other things, Die Another Day. The James Bond film. I think it was a Pierce Brosnan Bond film.
I like that one.
Yeah, good movie. It was on this day, showbiz. Not a good day for him. The director, Lee, was arrested in a bizarre transvestite prostitution ring.
Oh.
And not only that, as it turns out, he was the transvestite as part of the transvestite prostitution ring.
That's a good one, Gomez.
Pretty deep.
That's a good one.
But it's Hollywood, man. They're kind of a different breed out there.
Man, so he wasn't busy enough. He was just like bored. I mean, I got stuff to do, guys. You finish editing. I'll be right back. I'll see you tomorrow. I got a thing.
I see a couple of RIPs to get to. Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul, and Mary passed away yesterday. Classic folk songs from back in the day.
Yeah. You a pothead, Fokker?
Yeah.
Buff. What's it about? It's about a dragon. It's about a dragon. It's about a dragon and a boy in a relationship. It's about.
I once got to I was going to Nashville. I was at the Nashville airport, and I had just arrived. I was going down the escalator, and his partner from Peter, Paul, and Mary, Paul Stuckey, was on the telephone, the payphone back in the day, crying.
Aww.
That's my one Peter, Paul, and Mary reference.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's an amazing story. Did you ever figure out what he was crying about?
No,
I mean, was it
where
like
his luggage was? I don't know. Also, another R.I.P. to Pericles. Pericles, the donkey who was the inspiration for the donkey on Shrek.
Before this is over, I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
Yeah. Obviously by Eddie Murphy, but Pericles the donkey was 30 years old.
Uh-huh.
Is that old for a donkey?
Yeah, it is old for a donkey.
Well, You made it that far, so that's good.
Very old, actually. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, that's quite old for a donkey. He was a donkey, not a mule.
Yes.
Different.
Donkey. Also national, as we mentioned at the top, for some reason today, National Bubble Bath Day.
You need me a bubble bath.
And also, I guess more part of maybe New Year's resolutions, as everyone is trying to maybe focus on their health a little bit, maybe their fitness a little bit. So, rather than trying to make big, I'm going to lose 50 pounds by whatever.
Yeah.
Like just little, baby steps. Baby steps. But it is, as it turns out, National Take the Stairs Day.
Oh! It's important to go up the stairs for the health benefits.
Go up the stairs.
Yeah, that's a blue zone thing, by the way. You know about the blue zone where the more people live to be 100, whatever. The key, all of those places, those people all walk uphill every day.
There you go.
Is that the craziest thing? That's like the one common thing.
Velcro, who'd you like to throw in there for 7 o'clock shots and shout outs?
I'll throw in Jason, who works with us here at Galaxy, and I think he does a lot of stuff with the Syracuse National.
Yes.
Yesterday, he just came into the studio and gave me a Jeff Gordon autographed picture.
Yes, he did.
Aww.
And do you have the picture to show? Or did you bring it home?
Trust me, it's tucked away in my desk.
Yeah, that's cool, though.
But yeah.
That was nice of him to do that.
Out of nowhere, he was just like, yeah, here you go. Because I spoke to him once about it. And he was
being a big race fan and Jeff Gordon fan, he hooked you up.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, don't worry. And he just came in
very
with
nice.
it. So thank you, Jason.
There you go.
Aww.
So hats off and cheers, everybody, and salute. It is 7:16. And what do you say? Let's go about the business of finding Central New York's smartest person alive.
Pop quiz, hot shot. It's time to play Question Impossible to find the smartest person alive.
Get this right, you can brag about it all stinking day long. Here you go. What is today's question, Lisa?
All right. According to recent consumer data, according to recent consumer data, 7% of Americans have accidentally tossed this item in the trash. What is it?
Accidentally tossed. I'm trying to think of things over the years. I mean, I've accidentally tossed like my car keys. In the trash. Fortunately, before the garbage man came, I was able to get them out. But I'm assuming is that the answer?
No. It's a good
Velcro.
one,
A guess.
I'm gonna go once again. Significant other.
Significant other.
No.
Is it the significant other?
No.
Okay, again, what's the question?
No. According to the most recent consumer data, 7% of Americans have accidentally tossed this item in the trash. What is it?
424-8599. If you want to dial up, give it a shot on the phone or text in the guess to us at 605-8874. We'll take your guesses after recent Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, Foreigner, here on TK99 and TK105.
It's
accidentally thrown.
You'd purposely throw away your significant other.
All right, I'll grab. Let's see, I'll get some lined up on the phone here.
Yeah.
What's that?
If you ever just need to use one, I mean, if nobody's sending something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That, sometimes it takes one or two to juice it and whatever, but...
Yeah, I can...
Larry.
Hi there, TK. What's your guess?
It's funny.
Hang on a second. Hi, TK. What do you think it is? Hang on a second. Hi there, TK. What do you think it is? Hang on a second. There we go. Hi, TK. What's your guess?
I want a wedding ring.
Yikes. That'd be a tough one to come back from. Not the... has that happened to you? No. It's not a wedding ring, but great guess. Thanks for the call. So long for now. TK, and what do you think it is?
A retainer?
That's a solid guess. I don't know like the real number or percentage, but I would bet that happens a lot. Not the answer, though, but thank you for that call. So long for now. Hi, TK, and your guess is what now?
Money.
Oh, man. Have you ever... I've lost money before, like just out and about, but not throwing it away. Have you accidentally thrown money away before?
Yes, I have.
How much?
I put a $20 bill on work from change for a customer, crumbled it up into paperwork, and threw it right in the trash can.
Ah, that hurts. It is not the answer. I feel for you, though, but hopefully it went. Somebody found it who needed it more.
Not a problem.
So long for now. Bye.
Hey. That wasn't by accident, Larry. That last one. Children's crappy artwork. That's funny.
Hi there, TK. What's your guess? Hang on a second. TK, what's your guess?
Is it food?
Hang on a second. Hi there. What do you think it is? Popular guess. Not the right answer, though, but a great guess. But thanks for the call. So long for now. Yep, bye. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Dentures?
Not dentures. Somebody had guessed retainer before too, but it's not dentures or retainers. But great guess. Thanks for the call.
Okay.
So long for now. Yep, bye. Here we go. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. Foreigner there. It's Gomez and company here. And Lisa, we are still looking for the correct guess this morning here in Question Impossible. Again, the actual question is what now?
According to recent consumer data, 7% of Americans have accidentally tossed this item in the trash. What is it?
424-8599 if you want to guess on the phone. Hi, TK. What's your guess?
I want a wedding ring.
Yikes. That'd be a tough one to come back from. Not the... has that happened to you?
No.
No. It's not a wedding ring, but great guess. Thanks for the call.
So long for now.
So long for now. TK, and what do you think it is?
A retainer?
That's
A
a solid guess.
retainer.
I don't know like the real number or percentage, but I would bet that happens a lot. Not the answer, though, but thank you for that call. So long for now. Hi, TK, and your guess is what now?
Money.
Oh, man. Have you ever... I've lost money before, like just out and about, but not throwing it away. Have you accidentally thrown money away before?
Yes, I have.
How much?
I put a $20 bill in work from change for a customer, crumbled it up into paperwork, and threw it right in the trash can.
Ah, that hurts. It is not the answer. I feel for you, though, but hopefully it went. Somebody found it who needed it more.
Not a problem, sir. Have a great day.
So long for now. Yeah, that's always my rationale. If I say, well, hopefully somebody found it. Regardless, that's not what happens to it, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that what happened?
I know.
It's a Wonderful Life. Didn't drunken Uncle Billy lose $5,000?
It was $7,000, and he wrapped it up in a newspaper and slammed the newspaper. Yep, slammed it in Potter's face because the headline was about Harry, right? He gave it to him, but Potter was the thief.
He was the bad guy.
Yeah.
No, it's not the cash.
No?
ITK, what do you think it is?
Dentures?
Not that somebody had guessed a retainer before too, but it's not dentures or retainers. But great guess. Thanks for the call.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Yeah, bye. What are some of the incorrect guesses from the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com?
Your tax refund check. No. Yeah. Medicine, car keys, wedding rings, pumpkin beer. That would not be a mistake. Gift cards, a veggie burger. Also not a mistake if you threw that away.
Yeah.
Let's
terrible.
see. Silver.
Veggie burgers are awful.
Listen, I love veggie burgers, but I ate them because I had to, not because I wanted to.
No,
okay.
They're terrible.
Yeah, silverware, a lot of silverware, and that does happen, and that's also a bummer. Your grandparents' ashes, no. Pens, no. Good one. A lot of retainer guesses, glasses, credit cards, your wallet, jewelry, your cell phone, yikes, no, none of those things. But your hint is it does have to do with Christmas.
Other incorrect guesses from text. It is not Tupperware. It is not a lottery ticket that actually had a winner on there, even if it's like $2 or $5 or whatever it might be. A lot of guesses for rings and wallets, etc. None of those are correct. Back to the phones. Hi there, TK, and what's your guess?
My guess is food.
Accidentally thrown out food. You know, I've accidentally gone to a restaurant, got like a to-go container, and just flat out left the container. Just got home.
Yeah.
And where's my to-go? Not the answer though. It's not food, but thanks for the guess. So,
All right.
Bye bye. Hi, TK. What's your guess?
Gift receipts.
That's a good one. You know, if you get a gift card, you mean, and then they include the gift receipt. Just in case.
Or just a gift with a receipt on it if they don't have the price on it.
Not. I'm sure. A great call. Great guess. There's not the answer, but thanks. And then I've gotten, and everybody's probably given and received gift cards, and they'll give you that little receipt just in case something happens. I've never had anything happen where I needed to show that or produce it. Fortunately.
Yeah.
But
thank goodness.
Hi, TK. What's your guess?
Is it a Christmas gift?
That I could see, especially when you got kids and there's piles of wrapping paper and stuff might get tossed away accidentally. It's not the right answer, but I think, Lisa, we're headed down a better direction.
Yes. It's not a gift.
Not a gift, but you're at the right time of the year.
And it's not a big ticket item necessarily. And I would also say that according, the 7% of Americans have accidentally tossed this. That might be a lie. The person may be like, it's bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, TK, what's your guess?
Silverware, flatware, like spoons.
No, that's not like I said. It's not the answer. I'm sure that's happened. Cleaning up after a big dinner party or whatever like that. Stuff gets trashed. It's not that. Hi, TK. What's your guess?
How about a Christmas ornament?
He's very close.
You're very close. What's your first name?
Chris.
Chris, you're headed down the right path. The closest guess so far, and I will give you one more shot at it.
Christmas lights?
I am the smartest man alive!
Chris, congratulations, man. You can brag about it all stinking day long now.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks so much.
Yeah, on the fly. Got it right. The lights on the Christmas tree. People are like, I accidentally threw away the lights. No, you didn't, you lazy stinker. You left them on the tree and you put it out to the curb.
That's right.
Quit your lying.
And it's now in the middle of the road for guys like me to dodge on the way into work.
With Christmas lights still attached, that if you did hit it, would probably attach to your car and you'd be dragging it down the road like a scene from Caddyshack or something.
Well, Chris, congratulations. There's a couple of texts here at the 605-8874. This one saying, I never have food go bad in my house. I put it in Tupperware and then let it go bad in the Tupperware. And then I throw the Tupperware and the food out.
I know a lot of people who do that, actually.
Anyway, it is 7:28. We will be right back.
You're listening to Gomez and
Yeah. Matt says, my lights are attached to the tree. Me too, Matt. I have a fakey light up Christmas tree that when you put it together, it plugs into itself. I have one of those. I love it. It's the best thing we ever spent way too much money on.
We'll do something kind of quick on the other side here and then go to the break and then Griff on the other side there. And I'm going to send him a text to make sure that sometimes on our first chat with some of these guys, he gets lost in the shuffle. But let me...
Yeah. Especially it was a win and they might have been up late. All the things.
Children's Hospital, also brought to you in part by Onondaga County Parks. Tickets and information at lightsonthelake.com.
I strive to show my team here at Stanley Law, as well as the remarkable women in my community, what it takes to be dedicated and really put your all into it.
I do have a sci-fi movie review.
Okay.
If you wanted to do it. It's pretty funny.
All the great athletes live it and breathe it. Perfect practice makes perfect. Hi, this is Joe Convertino Jr. of CH Insurance. Mastering 5 years of customer service. The CH...
Yeah, Larry, right? You got to write the date on it. Yeah, Rita, right? The best thing you ever did was buy a pre-lit Christmas tree. I love the pre-lit Christmas trees. Fred, I am a pale I'm pale and happy. I do not go out in the sun. No. Because when I was 13 years old, Lonnie Anderson told me not to on TV because she was on Oprah. And she said, she looked directly into the camera and told every teenage girl, use moisturizer and don't go out in the sun. And I took her advice. I am pale in the summer. I don't care. Because I don't want to get... I don't look like a low blood vampire. I'm a normal color of, I'm actually more tan in person. And I've got a light shining in my face. I don't want to look like a leather handbag. Thank you. I'm okay. Well, Fred, let's not talk about looks. That's rude, actually. Thank you, Larry. Thanks, Matt. I don't care. I'm pale. Hey, this is toilet paper. How close am I? Pretty close. That's cool. Doesn't bother me. One of these days, I'm going to be so white, I will be silver.
Nice.
My hair will be silver. Yeah. I'm going to grow out my silver. It's coming in all right pretty soon. Hopefully by summer, I'll have full on Yvonne DiCarlo white streaks like this.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Our full range of premium products right to your doorstep, anywhere in CNY, 7 days a week during store hours. For use only by adults 21 years of age and older, keep out of reach of children and pets. In case of additional ingestion or overconsumption, contact the Poison Center hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or call 911. Please consume responsibly.
Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's classic rock.
7:33, and welcome again. Thanks for joining us for the halfway to the weekend celebration here. Cloudy, some light snow downtown. It's 19 degrees at the moment. That's about the high for the day. In fact, wind chills throughout the day in the single digits, so kind of a blustery January day, but we can deal with that. We're used to it. It's no big...
It's winter, hello!
Big whoop.
It's winter!
We'll get out and enjoy. In fact, winter months is when a lot of cool, fun things happen around Central New York, including the Wildcat Sports Pub, CNY Brewfest, Saturday, February 1st, just a couple weeks away at the Fairgrounds in the Horticulture Building. Here's the deal. Go online, go to cnybrewfest.com, grab your tickets, and then enjoy one of the two sessions on Saturday, February 1st, or treat yourself to the special VIP party happening the night before, where you'll have access to some of the exclusive hard-to-find beers, and that is a very limited party. A very limited number of tickets are available and sold for the VIP party. Nonetheless, go online, go to cnybrewfest.com. It's presented this year by our friends at Sweetgrass. Circle that weekend. We will see you on February 1st or January 31st at the largest and longest-running brewfest in the area. Aside from that, we'll talk to Alan Griffin here in about 10 minutes. But in the meantime, is this a movie that you saw last night, Lisa?
We watched it a couple days ago, but, we love bad sci-fi.
Yes.
It's our favorite genre. All
like
sci-fi.
B-movies type stuff or not quite?
No, not quite. These are, Hollywood big budget features that nobody saw.
Were they supposed to be big and good, but they weren't? Or were they on purpose bad? Because sometimes...
I don't think they were on purpose bad. I think just nobody saw them, or they just, for whatever reason, nobody was interested or whatever. But They spent some money on the effects. I watch it, so you don't have to. So I'll tell you all about it. But you may have seen the first one. I'm going to talk about the sequel to Iron Sky.
I never heard the first one before.
Exactly. You haven't heard of it.
No.
It's the follow-up to the film Iron Sky from 2012, where Nazis plan to take over the world after lying dormant in a secret military base on the moon. And the Nazis are actually reptilian aliens who came to Earth millions of years ago, and one of them went rogue and put alien DNA in monkeys, and that's how we sprouted, right? That's the lore of the movie, right? This is the sequel to Iron Sky.
It sounds like it needed a sequel.
Oh my God.
Sounds like there were a lot of unanswered questions from the first alien monkey Nazi movie.
Iron Sky, The Coming Race, is awesome. I have to, as far as like bad movies that nobody saw, it's fantastic. So there's a base on the moon where the last remaining humans are, but they're running out of resources and whatever.
Okay.
So there's like the last head Nazi got left behind. So he's on the moon hiding with the humans. So they figure out it's him. He says, there is a power source that would, fuel us for eternity. So he sends back the lead character. She fires up some spaceship, goes back to Earth, and there are dinosaurs.
Okay.
The biggest, baddest world leaders from Adolf Hitler to Saddam Hussein are also living in a subterranean complex, but they're all this alien thing. It's crazy.
How much time did you invest in this project?
It's only an hour and 33 minutes long.
Yeah.
That's all.
Wonderfully bad. That's
I watched it so you don't have to. Yeah. Iron Sky, The Coming Race. It's an hour and 33 minutes. It's from 2019. And if you like this sort of stuff, I guarantee you will at least laugh.
Okay.
It's sweet. It's got a heartwarming love story at the end. It's wild. It's a wild ride.
Every alien monkey Nazi movie has a love story at the end. I can't think of a movie that doesn't.
Yeah, but they're humans falling in love, let me say.
Speaking of movies, again, we're at the start of 2025. The new year just in the rearview mirror, so these lists start to come out. At the end of the year, you get the best of that year, and in the new year, in this case, this is one of the lists. These are all movies. I'll just play them. And again, I was going to kind of maybe make a game, but it ends up being too easy, but just interesting nonetheless. Yeah. These are movies that turn 50 years old this year.
Movies that turn 50 years old this year, okay?
Jaws.
The knights who say nee, demand a sacrifice. We want a shrubbery.
That's for the benefit of Larry. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is 50 years old here this year.
Yes.
Sonny, you're on the air. We're entertainment, right? What do you got for us? Attica!
You remember that one?
Okay. Attica? Al Pacino.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay.
That's also 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's also 50.
Thank you. Juicy fruit. They all think you're deaf and dumb. You fooled them. You fooled them all.
What's that?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Jack Nicholson in the Chief.
Yes.
That's the first time the Chief spoke to him. He's been deaf and mute the whole movie, but turns out he'd been faking it the whole time.
Yep.
Couple of classics in there.
Wow. Now I want to rewatch all those.
Yeah. Anyway, for your movie viewing here as we head into the new year, it is 7:39 already, and it's got a text back from Griff. So I'll tell you what, we'll hit a break, and on the other side, we'll speak with assistant basketball coach Alan Griffin about the win for the Orange last night in the Dome. We'll check in with Griff next.
TK99 and TK105. You're listening to Gomez and Company.
Empire Recycling.
Are you a homeowner, business owner, contractor, or scrap collector that needs a place to cash in your scrap metal?
Empire Recycling.
Household metal items like aluminum, copper, brass.
Empire Recycling.
Don't get fined.
All right, so let's be 4 or 5 minutes here, and I'll have Griff on the phone.
All right.
I think there's also like production.
Larry has Iron Sky on DVD. He's got the first one.
I think for like, no, brought to you by so and so. So there'll be like and it's live on the phone though too. So. Okay. The Nazis are actually not human, though. Just to clear, the Nazis are a reptilian alien that wear a disguise as humans, and and they're immortal. They don't die, and you can kill them, but they will live forever. Oh my God. When we first started watching it, I watched it because my husband loves those movies too. He is willing to take more than I am. I'm like, really? Do we have? He loves Crawl. I hate Crawl. I cannot watch Crawl. I cannot stand that movie. But that's like okay? You feel me? If you know that movie, you know what I'm talking about. I can't watch Crawl. Oh, it's so bad. But this is better than Crawl. It's wild. It's very funny. Larry. Oh, yeah, and I also like The Crown. Yes, they started out on Earth, and then they escaped to the. First they were on Earth, and then they went to the moon, and then they went back to Earth because they live in the core of the Earth, where there is like it's like a Garden of Eden full of dinosaurs and weirdness. What else? It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. It's wild. It's funny. It's good. I can't describe it. It's indescribable. There's nothing like it. I've never seen another movie like that. Turin, Todd, explain. Please explain. Oh, Turin, that's their name? They call him something else. I can't remember what they called him in the movie. I should have taken notes. Oh, yes, Gur. I watched a lot of that. I haven't gotten through the whole thing, but I did watch, I know I watched at least one episode, maybe two. But I love that lead actress. You've seen her for years. She was in, she was in, the lead actress in that show was in Practical Magic at the end, towards the end where they have to get a coven together and sweep up the bad guy. She's one of the ladies who's sweeping. Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad she's got a shot. She's got to be in her 60s. I'm glad she's got a shot at being the lead on a show like that. Yeah, great cast. Yeah, she's great. Okay. All right. I'll get on it. See, I can't stand, I don't like quiet. If I'm working, I need it to be quiet. But if I'm organizing and doing stuff, all right, about 30 seconds. So we got Griff on here.
Okay. No problem, Fred. I forgive you. I know you're not being rude. You're just teasing me. It's okay. But that, what you were talking about with your ear, happens a lot to farmers.
Live and local. Syracuse's classic rock, TK99 and TK105. We're joined by assistant SU basketball coach Alan Griffin, thanks to William Mattar on TK99 and TK105.
Coach Alan Griffin. Griff, good morning. How are you today?
Morning.
And Happy New Year to you.
Same to you guys.
Happy New Year, Griff.
How's everybody? How's the family? It's our first official chat here for the season there, but everybody good in the family?
Everybody's great. I'm actually expecting a baby. So
What?
Yeah.
Griff,
Yeah,
congratulations.
Hey now.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's is there a date about?
Soon, January 27th.
Wow.
That's like in 2 or 3 weeks here.
Yeah, yep.
Does Red know?
If Red's not having the baby, Gomez.
But did you tell him you might need a day off there?
You know, I might get a couple hours off, you know.
Is there a schedule right in there? I mean, you guys got a lot of games.
We're supposed to be in California, so.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
That's one way or the other. We're just kidding you there, but it'll all work out. And congratulations to you. That's cool.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
And then congratulations last night, a win against Georgia Tech. And I know, Griff, the start of the season was up and down, and it's great having JJ back. And I don't think sometimes people understand the importance of a guy as good as JJ when he's not available and to be in the lineup. So to have him back is just awesome.
Yeah, definitely. First and foremost, we're happy that he's back and healthy. He's a big part of what we do and who we are this year, and he's been nothing but, phenomenal for us, and it's a good thing to have him back. But, our guys played really, really well yesterday. I think probably our best defensive effort in 2 years, because that Georgia Tech team is a very, very, very good offensive team, and for us to, hold them to 50-some points and, them shooting 30-some% from the field is a remarkable deal, especially for this team.
Yeah, I think I saw they ended up 4 out of 21 from 3 and shooting 36% overall. So you're dead on with that.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great thing to see.
And I don't know the extent, obviously, Griff, but just seeing Donnie in the walking boot there, is he going to be out for a bit, or you don't know yet?
I don't know yet. That's one of those things where they wait for some, testing that was done, and and it was something that's been bothering him for a little bit for some time now. So it's just one of those things where I'm not really sure what's going to happen right now, but hopefully we can hear something back today.
Having said that, having JJ back opens it up for the other guys like Chris, and even at the Florida State game was able to get free there and to get some better looks. So just having JJ back is going to help everybody out.
Yeah, definitely. He gives us such a different look from other teams, and he creates so much attention that guys like Chris can get open and get some daylight. When he was gone, when JJ was gone, Chris was getting the best defenders and putting a lot of pressure on him. Because JJ can do a little bit more with the ball than Chris can, and it just kind of put Chris in an uncomfortable situation. But now having JJ there, it could just free up some other guys and get us some different looks.
After the game, Coach Red, the first thing that he commented on, Griff, obviously, was thanking and grateful for the crowd that was at the Dome last night to be able to come out on Tuesday in January when the weather was not the best. But the folks who were there were nice and loud, and let's do our best to kind of keep that trend going.
It's been it was a great feeling that we had that many people at the game, especially with the weather the way it was. It's funny. I was looking in the crowd and, you really didn't see kids, right? And I was just saying, like, a lot of parents will be like, I'm not taking my kid out here in the road. The roads are like this, and for the fans that came out, it was unbelievable, and we really, really, really appreciate it. And I think these kids really appreciate it. And what they got to understand is that regardless of our record, regardless of what's going on, these kids come to practice every day, and they come to do it. They have a smile on their face. It's not like we have to beg them to do something. They just come and they just working hard, and hopefully, our misfortune is starting to change, and we can run off some games here because they do deserve it.
It was cool last night. A side note to the game and the win, but seeing Damon Stoudemire in the dome there on the bench at Georgia Tech. Did you know him well?
You know what? I didn't. I knew him through. I knew him through a couple of people, and the one thing I can say about Coach Stoudemire is he's a class act. When he sees you, it's like he knows you. It's a great handshake. It's how you doing? How's your family? It's just a class act, and really, really nice guy.
Well, next up on the road to BC, a Saturday afternoon game against Boston College. And as you look at the BC, Griff, what are you looking at there with the Eagles?
Man, a really tough team. The interior offense is something that mimics us. They try to play inside out. It's going to be a war because it's always a war down there. No matter what kind of team we have and what kind of team that they have, it's just one of those things where it's a rivalry game. We've been playing them forever, and it's just going to be one of those games where we gotta go down there, put our hard hats on, and get ready for a battle.
Well, Griff, thanks. Great to chat. Congratulations again. We're excited about that, and then we'll next time available. We'll raise a toast to you and the family there.
Any names picked out, Griff? Do you have any names on the?
It's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn. It's gonna be a girl.
Oh boy.
Well, good for you, Griff. That's exciting.
That's exciting.
Happy Friday, man.
Thanks, fellas.
Take care.
You, Lisa.
Go Orange. Yep.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
That is Coach Alan Griffin every Wednesday morning with us here during the basketball season on TK99 and TK105. That's cool. Good for Griff. That's exciting.
Yeah, in about 16 years, he is going to have a lot of gray hair.
Yes, he is. But nonetheless, congratulations in the game on Saturday at BC. It's a 3 o'clock tip. Our game day coverage Saturday starts at 1:30 here on the flagship station for SU basketball, TK99 and TK105.
Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's classic rock.
All right, so let's go right up to the top, probably like 8:01 or so.
Right.
And then Lee, and then, so like we'll do like a breaking the internet-ish type stuff, like in between when Lee.
Okay.
We're waiting for Lee, so we got about 10 minutes here.
All right, I'm gonna take a walk. I gotta stretch my legs. Little Brooklyn. Duh. All right. I'll be back.
Get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X. taking a little sick day every now and again? Well, you wouldn't get away with it in Belcastro in Italy, because the mayor has just banned its residents from getting seriously ill. According to the mayor, the nearest A&E department is 28 miles away, which is only reachable by a road with an 18-mile-per-hour speed limit. It's not very good in emergencies. Plus, the village's doctor's surgery is open sporadically, and there's no weekend or after-hours cover. Because of this, residents in Belcastro have been told not to leave the house too often, travel or practice sports, and to rest for the majority of the time. The small village is in the Calabria region, which is one of Italy's poorest areas. The mayor said the ban on being ill was a humorous provocation and highlighted the shortcomings of the local healthcare system. Are you prone to taking the mayor has just banned its residents from getting seriously ill. According to the mayor, the nearest A&E department banned its residents from getting seriously ill. Are you prone to taking a little sick day every now and again? Well, you wouldn't get away with it in Belcastro in Italy, because the mayor has just banned its residents from getting seriously ill.
SNL was the biggest show ever.
There was nothing like it.
This is an American institution. I got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell. Any questions? You may be wondering why you've never heard this story before.
I don't know what story you heard, but this is what happened.
You know what? It's fine. Let's just do the thing. Everything you're about to see has never been seen before.
Hi, here we go. I'm Amy Poehler. Okay, that's enough.
You ever felt like you were so close to having it all, but there was one little secret? You look so beautiful. Yeah, probably because I'm pregnant. How dare you walk around with a spiked belly? What are you gonna do? How far along are you? Judging by your facial bloating, 5 months? What was that? I've been a freaking rat. I would be too if my ankle were that big.
It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, to see a specialist like me in person. Now, Durgans.com, you can get world-class sexual health.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know something, maniacs? I've been in this business.
If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who got help for their ED through HIPS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95%.
We're gonna make out here. We're gonna make out here.
No, we are not.
Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. I gotta pee, bro.
I know. Bro, I gotta pee. Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for your daddy.
All right, can you put your feet together?
Oh, put my feet together.
And your hands on your
Oh,
side?
come on, you say that.
Okay, are you wearing contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts?
No, I'm wearing glasses. Take something up there.
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
Oh, buddy. It's good right there.
There's a full-blown blizzard out my window. Yeah. About 2.5 minutes here after Tom Petty. Okay. Oh, Poppy. Your mom was over 40, yeah. I was so I'm the baby. I'm 10 years younger than my sister. And my mom told me the story. She said it was Christmas Eve and my dad worked 2 jobs. He was a mailman and we had a bread truck and he would deliver bread at like 3:00 in the morning. And she's like, it was Christmas and it was so pretty and the Christmas lights were on. And my mom like, razzle-dazzled my daddy on Christmas. And then in September, voila. A fat little baby girl. Yeah. Yep. My dad's always like, I can't believe she told you that. Yeah, Bill, the mailman delivered. Oh my God, Poppy, 10 pounds. I was nearly 9. And I had a full head of hair. My newborn picture, I have like black hair. And I was so fat. I was born fat. Like, I look like a sumo wrestler. Oh my God. 12 pounds? His poor mother. Holy cats.
Take about 45 seconds here.
Okie dokie. Bill. I look like a sumo wrestler, baby. Yep, Larry. It's the most romantic time of the year.
Here we go.
WTKW-FM and HD, Bridgeport, Syracuse. WTKV, Minetto, Oswego. Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's classic rock.
8:03. Welcome halfway to the weekend. Thanks for spending a part of your Wednesday morning with us here. Quick glance out the window of the World Headquarters here in Armory Square. Light snow downtown. No big storm or anything like that. And the sidewalks, parking lots pretty clear for Galaxy colleagues headed downtown at the moment. And that'll be the story. I don't know if throughout the day, after all said and done between now and tomorrow night, there could be another 3 to 6 inches of snow. Not all at once, but just kind of like yesterday, kind of like a on again, off again throughout the day deal. So keep that in mind as you make your travel plans. And cold. High today, we're about where it is right now. It's 19. That's about it. It's not going to warm up any more than that. And then it's we're into that stretch of January where I don't think it's supposed to be above freezing, at least for the next week to 10 days. So,
yeah, okay. But that just... Yeah, that's okay because no mud.
No mud.
Because once it gets to be high 30s, 40s, everything melts, and then we get green mud.
From text here at 605-8874. Texture suggests Griff. We spoke with Alan Griffin a little bit ago. Congratulations, by the way. He is expecting the family, a new member, coming up around January 27th. Little baby girl. On the way, but the suggestion that Griff needs a walk-up song. How about the theme from the Andy Griffith Show? Okay. We'll whistle our way in through that at some point. Thank you for the suggestion. Also, programming note here in about 20 minutes, our first chat with Lee Baldwin, the official financial advisor on the show here from $1investmentclub.com. He'll be joining us in studio. But in the meantime, a couple of the stories that break in the internet here from around the world. This one, a report from the BBC. This again for the benefit of Larry, who tunes in most mornings with us here from Great Britain. The report is on the BBC, but it's about a village in Italy.
Are you prone to taking a little sick day every now and again? Well, you wouldn't get away with it in Belcastro in Italy because the mayor has just banned its residents from getting seriously ill.
Yep, that's it. The mayor of that town, it's like in the southern part of Italy, banning people from getting sick. Like,
not allowed to be sick.
Not allowed to be sick.
Okay, and, good luck.
Tongue-in-cheekish, I think he was just kind of underscore the healthcare in that area it's kind of a remote part of Italy. So if you get sick, it takes you 2 hours to get to any doctor.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the joke part of it. But if you live in that town, it is now, you can't get sick there.
Oh, boy.
That's the ruling.
Yeah. Well, they're giving away houses practically, and they're like paying people to move to Italy. And I bet if you're a doctor, some kind of general practitioner, you would get big bucks and a house
and a place to
for
stay
free
for $1.
For $1. Move to Italy. It's a tip if you're unhappy here in the States.
Elsewhere, a couple of the stories breaking the net this morning. This from Cinemark Theaters. I don't know if there are any of those around here. Are there at Cinemark?
I don't think so, no.
But on the 19th of January, it's a Sunday, it happens to be National Popcorn Day. They're having a bring your own bucket promotion. $5, all you can eat popcorn. Bring your own bucket. And so for $5, again, in the parentheses part of that, it can't be over 400 ounces, which is like, because you know how people are people. So if you tell them,
bring your own bucket.
Bring your own bucket. They will sit there for 6 hours, and it's like the people that close down all-you-can-eat buffets. Well, it says all you can eat.
Yeah.
I brought me in the whole football team here. And they sit there for 6 hours.
You can't bring a 5-gallon Lowe's bucket to your. That's frowned upon. It's frowned upon.
But I don't know where the closest of the Cinemark theater chains is to us, but if you happen to be in an area that has one of those, there you go. Also, let me see here, making the rounds here this morning. Story coming to us from, I believe, the great state of Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check it here.
Yes.
It's one of those stories that is making rounds. Yes, it does happen in Florida. It's a video making rounds, and I can post it here after we chat about it and listen to the audio portion of it. But it's a 22-year-old Hooters waitress trying to flirt her way out of a DUI. She'd been pulled over and clearly had a couple. She's 22. She's still wearing her Hooters T-shirt. Little branding there, a little publicity for it. But this is from the body cam. This is... You can hear a couple times the cop, but mainly it's her as she's trying to flirt her way out of getting in trouble for getting pulled over drunk driving.
We're going to make out here. We're going to make out here.
No, we're not. Here,
turn off the lights.
right there.
Turn off the lights.
All right.
I got to pee, bro.
I know.
Bro, I got to pee.
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy.
All right, can you put your feet together?
I'll put my feet together.
And your hands on your side.
Whatever you say, Daddy.
Okay. Are you wearing contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts right now?
No, I'm wearing glasses. Hey, Sophia. Here,
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
Are you wearing contacts? Are you wearing contacts?
Go, don't touch me, young lady.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
She just puts it right out there. First thing, say we're gonna make out right now.
We're gonna make out here. We're gonna make out here.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Turn off the lights.
Turn off the lights. Let's make out. A for effort.
Oh, yeah. I know she didn't get fired from her job. They would not fire her for that. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But she gave it her best college try there.
Yeah. put her in handcuffs the whole shooting match. Throw her.
Even in Florida, believe it or not, where you can do almost anything, you can't drive drunk. Even in the great state of Florida.
No, I like how she calls him Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy.
Whatever you want, Daddy.
Whatever you say.
Why are you being such a nerd, bro?
I gotta pee. I gotta pee
so bad.
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
Yes.
No, boy. Body cams. Body cam footage is the best.
I'll get a link to that and post that in there.
Goodness.
I'll tell you what, it's coming up on 8:11. We'll get to a break, and on deck, we'll talk finances here. Our first chat with Lee Baldwin in the new year from dollarinvestmentclub.com, and we will chat with Lee next.
Gomez
on TK and TK 105.
Poppy says her body count is probably higher than her IQ. Yeah, it could be true. Yes, and probably not the first time she's called some guy daddy from Bill. Well, no. She couldn't get anybody to drive her home? Come on. What are you doing? Don't drink at work like that. What are you doing?
They're hiring in Auburn and Syracuse. When you snowflake lawns make the experience even more magical for the little.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll put a link to this. Is from Twitter. I don't know if that'll translate, but the first thing she says is, let's do the breathalyzer while we're kissing.
Oh, boy.
Under the heading, Hooters waitress tries to make out with cop during DUI arrest.
Was he cute? Can you see the cop?
I can't see just her. Let me see if this
You're cute.
Okay, there's the Twitter video.
Okay.
Oh, it's linked to TMZ. You probably get a better copy on TMZ, but
yeah.
Why are you being such a nerd, bro? She did try her best, Poppy. She gave it her best shot.
Did.
What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. You know, she kind of reminds me of our friend Brittany a little bit. She kind of looks like Brittany. I see. I know she's 22, but she seriously looks 17.
Yeah, she does.
She looks really young. And she looks like she was about to puke. Her real daddy's not going to be happy when he sees this. Bad girl. I'm wearing my uniform. She's like so close to that cop. They're in Florida. It's like Tallahassee. Central Florida.
I don't. Does it say on it? I didn't even.
It doesn't say. I'm just wondering. Because like a Miami cop would have like body slammed her, but like a Tallahassee cop is like sit down. Oh, bless her heart. She really tried. He must have been cute.
Sarasota.
Yes. They don't body slam Hooters waitresses in Sarasota.
Hey, she tried.
So funny. Bless you. Whoever sneezed.
I got a tune on here, and then probably Lee will be.
Okay.
After that.
Mm-hmm. Get rid of that. Yes, at least she tried. Oh, yeah, they all have body cams now. So even if that worked 5 years ago, not working now. Not working now, young lady. You know, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were laughing about giving advice to young people. And you guys have heard me say it before. Nobody ever said that, don't come home pregnant or arrested. Was the yell from my mother. Don't come home pregnant or arrested. Thanks, Mom. And she's laughing. Like in front of all my friends. I don't know what they would do with all the people in there. What are they supposed to do with those guys? Don't shut down the prison. Yeah, just retrain the guards. Just tell them. But also, I mean, don't get arrested. Don't go to prison. Don't do something so awful that they have to send you to Marcy Correctional Facility. How about that? I don't want to go there.
Baby steps. One at a time. Baby steps. I didn't see that. Assuming he's down over here.
Okay.
Walk out to the front, so I think he went and got him.
Oh, is he there? Oh,
Well, let me see. No. That's a big negatory. Pop. Nope. No thanks.
All right, Lou B, he'll probably walk in while we're on. Because he's down the hall right now with Rick. doggy out there. I don't know whose it is. It's not Ringo, but
okay.
Might be a client. Hey, buddy. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. Thin Lizzy there. It's Gomez and Company. It's 8:21. And again, welcome and thanks for hanging out with us here. Some light snow right now. A little heavier, I guess, in some parts of central New York. And that'll be the case kind of, I don't know, throughout the day. 3 to 6 inches of snow between like now and then tomorrow night and early Friday morning. So not all at once, but it's just, it's persistent and we can deal. Text line here to join us is 605-8874. And, of course, the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com, the place to be if you'd like to join us on video, so you can see what's happening in the studio. And then also you can see some of the links that we put in there, pictures, videos, etc., including a video that we dug up of the 22-year-old Hooters waitress from Sarasota, Florida, trying to flirt her way out of the DUI. And she, you know what? It's A for effort. A for effort.
She was trying very hard. She was really working it, man. She was. And, I know she's 22, but when you see it, she looks 17. She looks like a baby. I'm like, oh, my God. And she is so close to the cop. She keeps coming so close to him. She's like, her body is hitting his body cam. She's trying to, like, hug him or something. Yes. Oh, my God. I almost feel bad for the cop. Just a teensy-weensy little bit.
But he handled himself well.
He did. He was a professional.
But if you want to check out that video, we're going to put a link to it here on QSportsTalk.com if you want to check that out. Let me see a couple of the other nuggets here. But this trailer that dropped yesterday, SNL, its 50th year, by the way, for Saturday Night Live. Yeah. And that is the trailer, SNL 50. Here's again, we can put a link to it to watch it, but here's the preview of it.
Yeah. SNL was the biggest show ever.
There was nothing like it.
Wild and crazy guy in a van down by the river.
It's an American institution.
Superstar.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Any questions?
You may be wondering why you've never heard this story before.
I don't know what story you heard, but this is what happened.
You know what? It's fine. Let's just do the thing.
Everything you're about to see has never been seen before.
Hi.
Here we go.
I'm not sure. I'm Amy Poehler. Okay, that's enough.
There you go. I don't know the date that it comes out, but that's the preview for it. And growing up watching that show, like a lot of us did back in the day, I will put that on the must-see list.
Absolutely.
I will say I don't pay nearly as close attention now as I did then to it.
Yeah.
But still, it's been on for 50 years.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. SNL has a great Instagram, too. So you can watch just like clips of, the show, the past shows and, all that stuff. But, you get short nibbles of SNL on Instagram. They really are funny. There was one the other day with Melissa McCarthy dancing with two guys dressed like pigs, and she was supposed to be a chef. I don't know what it was about, but it was really funny.
Well, check that out. That'll be coming out here soon. See elsewhere from the internet, therefore it's got to be true. This from our friends at the Busch Light. The Daytona 500 is coming up. Velcro, I know you're a big race fan. What weekend is the Daytona 500? It's really the first big racing event of the season.
It'll be I want to say third weekend of February.
Yeah.
So that would be on.
Well, the first is a Saturday. So like the 15th or whatever it might be.
Yeah, so it'll be around there. I mean, there's the speed weeks aren't really a thing anymore.
Yeah. But the actual race. But this is pretty cool from Busch Light. They're having a contest for 8 lucky single people getting a chance to go to the Daytona 500. They've announced a contest called the Daytona 500. It's speed dating.
Okay.
And the way it's a speed date is you and the date that you had never met before will be in a race car doing laps around the Daytona 500 on your date.
Okay.
That's the speed date.
My goodness.
That's pretty cool. That's a different twist on it.
That's fun. Do you get to? I mean, who gets to drive? That's the other.
There's a professional driver.
There's a I'm like, do I get to drive? Because I want to drive.
No, there's a guy driving.
We can take turns,
and
but
then you're on a speed date. So you take a lap at 230 miles an hour or whatever, and then there's your speed date, and then everybody gets a quick speed date for the 8 lucky people.
Very fun.
That's different, right?
It's different. Well, then like if somebody's having a good time or if they're terrified, like how you're matching up there.
You can go to bush.com/Daytona for an application if it sounds like something that you'd be interested in doing. I was more fascinated to find out that there was a Busch Light beer. It sort of starts out that way.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Nonetheless, I think the deadline to sign up is January 21st. So you got a week and a half or so to get in on that if you feel like.
And, I just looked up the Daytona 500 schedule, and it's funny. They have events on the 13th, 15th, and 16th. There is nothing on Valentine's Day.
Aha!
Gave them that day off.
All right, cool. Well, that's something to put on the calendar. Also, changes coming. And I know it's Girl Scout cookie season here soon. And there'll be sign-ups, I'm sure, on our desk here as everybody in the business and the office here who has kids, who have girls and start selling the Girl Scout cookies. They're getting rid of 2 of them. No more s'mores.
I was going to say, they're getting rid of 2 kids, or they're getting
rid of 2 kids. No more s'mores flavored Girl Scout cookies. They're done. They're being retired.
Okay.
And then also one that's being retired I never even had before. It's called Toast Yay with an exclamation point at the end. And it might be regional because there's different ones around the country. Yeah. But that particular one, I've never had that one.
Yeah, they do test flavors from time to time, like, Oreos does. I think Oreo were the big ones to start it. Lay's potato chips has the weird flavors. So it might have been a test run for the s'mores, but nothing like a Samoa or a tag-along. Those are, oh, man.
The do-si-dos?
You could eat the whole...
Is that the peanut butter one, the do-si-do?
Yeah, I thought they were tag-alongs.
Those are peanut butter patties. There's a peanut butter cookie. There's a slight difference.
You're right. You are 100% right.
The fact that I even know that is really, I need to change my ways.
The cookies. But they're all good. They're all so yummy. They're so yummy.
Lee,
other companies try to reproduce Girl Scout cookies now because I'll see them on the shelves. I'm like, that's a Girl Scout cookie. What are you doing, you dirty thieves? Get off of my lawn.
Anyway, we welcome in here Lee Baldwin from $1investmentclub.com, our official financial advisor here on the show. It's our first chat here in 2025. Happy New Year, Lee.
Happy New Year, guys.
And
Happy New Year.
How was your holiday season? It's our first chat with you since then.
It was awesome. And, this is a perfect time of year for what we talk about. New Year's resolutions, Gomez. Did you make any?
No.
No, not yet. No.
No, I mean, I think everybody tends to do similar. I want to, get a hold of the finances, eat better.
Right, that's number one this year, right? Is to save more money.
Yeah, save more, and it's a good, like you said, it's a good time to start. It's like Control Alt Delete, boom, refresh,
right,
brand new start here.
Well, and with the Surgeon General, we can be healthier because alcohol, I guess, is bad, right?
Well, and now if they have to change the label, because I know the stocks on the alcohol companies
they got creamed a little bit,
yeah,
because the Surgeon General suggesting that they should have warning labels that. Similar to cigarettes, that they may cause cancer.
Right.
Okay, well.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that that's going to change much of anything, right?
I don't know if it will pass through Congress either, but...
because it's going to take literally... And that's kind of a joke.
This has come up
before,
take
an act of Congress, but this really
take
does.
an act of Congress.
I think it does.
Well, what's funny is you're surprised that alcohol is probably bad for you. I mean, we kind of know this, but we do it anyway. So, people who invest in liquor companies and then they're bailing on the liquor company. Well, you didn't know,
right?
That's the thing about it. I'm like, why? Well, you know this. It's not going to change anything. And if you like wine, and you're not going to stop drinking it.
People still buy cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's it goes back to the moderation. So whether it be with the food you eat or the alcohol, or even in your investments, if you're all 100%, 120% in Bitcoin, that's not really being moderate, right?
Yeah,
so
it's true.
you should put a label on that, and so it's
No
about
doubt.
moderation. And Wall Street is so always quick to just react, shoot first and ask questions later. And during the pandemic, the alcohol stocks went through the roof for the other reason, because everybody was home. They had nothing else to do, right?
I remember going out for a walk during 4 years ago around the neighborhood during that summer in 2020 and looking into people's recycling bins. And it was like just like they'd gone to the liquor store and drank it all at once and then ordered pizza. Every recycling bin was pizza boxes and empty whiskey bottles.
So that's my resolution, not to fill the bins.
Yes, don't fill the bins.
Don't fill the bins. But with this time of year, it is time to reflect, and saving is probably of the top four. Maybe the easiest thing to do if you can just set it and forget it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's harder to go after that cheeseburger, right? Or go to the gym when it's 1
and
degree
it's easy
out.
to say, I'll just take that $20 or whatever and then put it and not spend it.
Right.
But you end up spending it.
Right.
I remember having this thought years ago.
It's just human nature.
It is.
It's just human nature.
Say you have you pay your car off. I'm just using that as an example. And, then, and maybe your car payment was, say it was $400 a month. And then now it's paid off. So in your head you go, well, that's $400. I'll put that away. But nobody does.
Right.
You spend it.
You spend
it's
it.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have it set up so that you don't miss it, you've already gone without missing it because money's been going out anyway. Why not redirect it into a dollarinvestmentclub.com?
And many people are already doing that through 401ks and different plans where they don't think twice about doing that. So just, again, pay yourself. And in this time of year, reflect on that. And a little bit crazy start to the market this week. So we've got a big jobs number coming out on Friday. Markets are closed tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
So
National Day of Mourning.
Yes, it is. And we're looking at the interest rates are creeping up almost 4.7 this morning on the 10-year.
That's bogus.
Yes.
How come nobody told me about it?
They didn't tell us about the alcohol either, right? What do we do now, right? Yeah, there you go.
You know what? We celebrate here with some of our Captain Morgan Cannonblood.
So anyway, I think the interest rate picture is kind of that's why maybe stocks have started a little bit lower here to begin the year. Just they're keeping an eye on that. When interest rates get to 5% guaranteed, all of a sudden money goes to where it is treated the best, and that could be a kind of a trigger point. So we keep an eye on that. So
okay, so still the same gut feeling for the year though, as far as the Feds, or is it that kind of like up in the air?
I think it's up in the air, but I think their idea is they will lower rates again, but it may not be the first quarter, and so it's really going to be data dependent. That's the way I would look at it. So, so we did complete last year through January 31st or December 31st, up 20% on the S&P. So the 2 years in a row hasn't happened since 1998.
Wow.
Now, that was quite the stretch, 95, 96, 97, 98.
That big tech bubble kind of thing at the time. Not a bubble, but I mean,
it was the
Y2K
internet.
and the internet. And
the internet, and basically it changed the world. And so the question investors are asking is AI, which we've talked about almost every week here, is that the next big thing? We've had all these big things that aren't quite the big things, But, electric cars come to mind, and
I saw a story this morning on flying taxis that are starting this year around the world. Not here yet, but there's cities around the world that are going to start testing those. Which I'd fly one. I don't want to ride in one, but if I'm the pilot, I would do it.
You would do it.
I think I would do that thing. But that kind of thing, whether or not. You remember Segways were going to be the next big thing.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
remember how
see
they
a lot of
worded it?
Segways cruising
It was
around
like
Syracuse.
they said it was revolutionary, and it was going to change the way we travel and commute and walk.
Remember Jeff Bezos was all in on that, was one of the supporters. The guy whose name was Dean.
Well, one of those,
Dean Cain. That wasn't that Superman.
It was Superman.
That was Superman.
If it was Dean Cain, it would have been better because if you remember, the guy who owned Segway took a Segway and it went off a cliff and died.
Really? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not making that up.
No, it's true. I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah. So
no,
had it been Superman, he'd have survived it, is what I was saying. But I want to say, with an asterisk, the guy may have sold the company to this guy or something, and one of those guys took a Segway on a ride and went over a cliff and died.
Right.
That probably was not good for the stock that day.
Not that day, no.
Yeah.
That future world-changing technology.
Maybe if AI were driving, it would not have gone over the cliff. So too early.
Yeah. There we go. Well, there was because there's always going to be bad uses of stuff.
Right.
And then the guy in Las Vegas with that Cybertruck and the explosion apparently had used AI to make the bombs that he put in his car to then blow up by asking ChatGPT, how many explosives would I need to do this? And it told him, because that's what AI does. That's like on the downside maybe of what the practical use would be for it.
Right. Yeah. I think with anything that's that earth shattering and changing, you're going to have the good and the bad.
Yes.
This is, and that's why Elon Musk and all those that are really deep into this are very like, we got to sort it all out.
Better figure this stuff out.
But it is happening, and it's happening before our eyes, right? So
fast.
Right. My type, when I'm writing emails now, it's filling out more of that sentence. It used to be just a couple words. Now it's like,
or even,
Lee, stop writing that. That doesn't make sense. It's like,
Or if you just go to Google and say, hey, Google, how much snow are we getting today? I mean, the first thing is the AI response to it that pops up in the response.
Yes. So here we are. So, but that will be important as we head into 2025. So, we're looking at, I think the economy is strong. There's a level of confidence with markets being good. And so you get that wealth effect. And so, knock on wood, it'll be a little choppy here maybe in January as we see, there's some changes coming in Washington too.
That's true.
So some of that could be really good for the market though, if it's, deregulation or lower taxes. But tariffs could be bad. So we got to kind of weigh out the information as it presents itself. So.
It's Lee Baldwin from $1investmentclub.com every Wednesday with us. Any follow-up questions there, Lisa, that you had? Or?
Well, I have heard, we're continuing to talk about it, the tech bubble, AI bubble, which is what we were just talking about. But then I always ask the question, what are some of the tertiary stocks, the extra things, the water, precious metals? What are you seeing? Is there anything like that we should be looking at?
Yeah. I mean, there's opportunities that will pop up. We talk about for example, Corning Glass using that the fiber optic to get these clean rooms to put all these computers together and servers all linking because they need that. And then we talk about the utilities with the electricity that's going to be needed. Then there's a run on, there's a real concern about the minerals and China's role in that, and can we get enough just the raw material to do all of our big plans? So, but Wall Street's pretty good about sorting that out too, Lisa. So they, some of these things have made their moves up and made their moves down, and so lithium was so hot 2 years ago. Now it's, I think it was down. A couple of stocks I follow, it was down huge the last couple of years because it's used in electric vehicles. So, so you just have to keep your eyes open. And Micron, which is very important to Central New York, has had an unbelievable 2 days to start this year. So, because it's their memory chips that is NVIDIA is kind of chosen. So it's like, those are things
good. So, I'm just seeing Tesla right now down 4 points, but. That's not. When do you worry? When do you worry? Down 4, down 2, down 10? What's the?
I mean, dollars on a stock like Tesla, $4, they can do that in like 2 seconds. Yeah. So it's if you get a position that's down 10%, then you kind of like, okay, you start to look at it. If it's down 20%, then you got to make sure that the story that the reason you bought it is correct. And so, and that's a really important thing, is don't let them get away from you when they start going down. Just your first loss is your best loss, and move on to something else. But 10% will get your attention, and 20% you want to really redo your homework. So,
as Lee Baldwin from dollarinvestmentclub.com, log on today. It's January, start of the year. Why not get some info and get an account going, and then compare notes again 2 years in a row, 20% the S&P or whatever.
Right? Yeah. Knock on wood, right?
Lee, we will see you next week.
You got it.
Lisa, what's on tap today for you?
Digging out, organizing, and continuing to hit the reset button with New Year's resolutions, etc.
There you go.
So yeah, that's on the agenda today.
Enjoy the day. Stay safe. It's snowing pretty good downtown at the moment, so if you're out and about, beware. But we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
All right. So long for now.
So long for now.
Sorry, I'm so late today.
What's that?
Sorry, I'm so late today. It took a little while to get in.
There's
Bye, Lee. Bye, Lee.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Warren Buffett still lives in the same house that he bought for $31,000 in 1958.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And we had his.
He's 94. That's awesome.
We had him. We had his son.
And how to get it to the people who need it most.
I don't remember. One is.
Think you can help? Give today. foodbankcny.org.
I'm Terry.
Come in here.
I'm Tony. Here at Mannion and Kopani, we get two kinds of calls.
Okay.
One is to do with pre-Medicaid planning. This woman called. She had a question about how many years in advance she had to do pre-Medicaid planning. I told her 5 years. She said, "You sure?" I told her that, yes, I'm absolutely sure. Your plan has to be in place 5 years before your mom goes into a nursing home. It was a long pause. Then she made an appointment to see me.
Then there's the second kind of call, post-nursing home planning. I'm Terry, and Medicaid rules are just that, rules. The second kind of caller explained that her mom was about to go into a nursing home.
I think that's his son,
and she
Howard.
didn't know
I'm
what
pretty
to do.
sure.
Here at Mannion and Kopani, we do know what to do.
And they've grown into their roles now, where he's given them
it does take some
a lot
planning.
of power
That's
with his
what we do.
foundations. And
Good morning, Mannion and Kopani.
Like that's
I'm
the way
Jackie.
you raise somebody.
Yes,
though. Like,
Syracuse,
not just hand it
right
to
here
them,
at 224 Harrison Street, Suite 306. Yes, MedicaidLaw.net. You're welcome.
Have you reviewed your business needs when it comes to trash and recycling? Hi, this is Kevin with Syracuse Haulers. Business owners need vendors they can rely on for services so they can focus on their own business. At Syracuse Haulers, we provide that level of...
Good old Warren and Jimmy.
Warren and Jimmy. Sounds like a party going on out there.
There's always a party going on out there.
Yeah. They're all like giddy out there today.
It's too early. And you want to see, not anymore, but there was a time period there where Segways were just littered in DC.
Oh yeah, I remember being in DC and like almost getting run over by it. Like it's like, geez, back off.
Well, now it's the stupid bikes.
The what kind? The e-bikes there.
They're now everywhere.
Children, Howard, Peter. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the guy now that literally rode the Segway over a cliff and died.
Oh, Jimmy Hesselman.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. He was not the inventor.
No.
But he was the former
company
he
or
was the
something.
former owner of the parent company.
America's favorite tea made of hard iced tea? Obviously. And it's brewed with real Lipton tea? Obviously. Try a refreshing Lipton hard iced tea. Whether you need to cool off at a pool party or beat the heat at the next barbecue, visit LiptonHardIcedTea.com to pick up a variety.
All right, we can start to power down here. I think. All right. That's right. It's snowing pretty good downtown, so wherever you are, be careful on the roads. It's going to be like that 3 to 6 inches of snow on and off, but we can deal with that tomorrow. I think Joe Convertino, our Cup of Joe, first one of the year tomorrow, and then also Brandon Steiner. I know Velcro has an item that he wants to run by Brandon, which is pretty cool. So we'll show a picture of that on QSportsTalk.com. Larry, have a great day in Great Britain there. In Rita, Missy, Poppy, everybody, have a great day. Back tomorrow. Until then, so long for now. Bye, everybody.